How's it going, everybody? Chaos Gaming here, and yes, we are back with some more My Hero Ultra Impact. And in today's video, we got another duo team that I want to try in Ultra Arena. As stated in the story event quest video, this is going to be an interesting one because we're going to be running Shoto Todoroki alongside his brother Dabi. I like to call this version of the Dabi corrupted Dabi. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's blow this shit right the hell up. And ladies and gentlemen, let us get started with today's video. And you can let me know down below how you personally feel about this duo. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you feel like it wasn't something that lived up to the standard that you thought it would? Let's find out and see. Now, with this team being the case, we do have one major weakness, is the fact that we can be hit with some status ailments. We could cancel them with Shoto, but still gonna get hit by them if we are going, second right here. So we're not going second. That is a good thing off rip. Luckily for us, Dabi does have the ability, when it is activated, for burning all opponents for 4 turns to change into Unrelenting Grudge. Alright, so Bakugo going first. Then we got Shoto right here going second. And then finally, we got Dabi going third. So we got the Hellfire doing a little bit of damage right there. Probably would have done a little bit more, but with Bakugo and Midoriya being here, you already know. It just has to be the case where they just take most of the hits. Alright, so now we will activate the second action skill. Make sure that Dabi gets the protection. Then we'll have Bakugo go second. And then finally, Dabi go third. I mean, with this lineup, there's no way Dabi should die right away, right? Because as we all know with Dabi, he is as frail as a pigeon. Like, he will die for free if you're not careful with him. So I'm hoping with this lineup that we've constructed, it does make it more easier for him to do what he wants to do. Now, we do want to make sure that we do go up against opponents that don't have the ability to nullify status ailments. Like, let's say with Hato. Hato would make it to where she makes us look like babies. I mean, we could try it. I'll probably find a team out where we could try it. But I still wouldn't recommend it if you are facing up against opponents like that. Another team that we probably wouldn't want to go up against is a team that probably has, like, Julio. Even though you don't really see Julio that much often, but still Julio could be a problem for Dabi because for the first 2 turns, it just makes it to where he can't really pop off of any of his debuffs. But then, finally, another character would probably be, characters that have, like limited status ailment effects, like Hagakure, but we can still kind of do our thing. Alright, so Shoto going first once again. Get the AoE going, nice. We're getting all their effects activated. Cooldown extension, which is going to come in beautifully later on. As we can see, like, it's coming beautifully right now, but later on it's even going to come more beautifully. Alright, so 1, 2, wait, we are on... Do we have aggro activated with Bakugo right now? I just want to check real quick. No, we do not. Okay, so we don't need to make sure that Bakugo gets the protection. We can just keep giving it to Dabi. Right, uppercut once again. Let's see how much damage we do right here. Okay, still not a lot of damage there. Damn. Again, that's what happens when you have a character that does limit the status ailments that you do have on. Okay, 2. 3. Alright, we do have our enhancements, so that's a good thing. But let's just keep railing on Kirishima until something will break right here. Alright, Dabi going first. Let's hit the before. Hold on. You know one thing that does interest me though? That you notice how we have 3 times speed and we're still able to hear the voice acting? You see how Dokkan introduced their EX skills or EX super attacks? Why the hell don't they do the same thing? That's so stupid that there's no voice acting at all when those EX skills are activated at times 2 speed. Like, it's not that hard, especially with some of the characters they introduced, like what? Like it was like Diamond Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then you have Diamond Super Saiyan 4... Wait, no, yeah, I already said the Diamond Super... Damn it, I said it twice. And Diamond Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Is that the Diamond messed me up right there? And I messed up my action skills right here, perfect. For me trying to get a combo going. But yeah, all they say is just, like, Kurai! Or with Goku, he just says, ah! Like, you can do it times 3 boost. And then, like, with the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, who has the EX skill, and then you have, who else has it? Ultra Instinct Goku. You can make it to where because he just says ha, and then Vegeta just says final sign attack. You can do it in time 2 speed and also have the voice acting. It's not like they're making a whole speech that you gotta speed up. So you should be fine. Alright, so Bakugo and Midoriya doing their AoE. Get a little bit of damage there. Oh, the persistence is activated. Luckily, if we didn't have the last stand right there, dead. I promise you, dead. Okay, well, in that instance, though, we are dead. I'm surprised he's still alive, though. Surprised. Maybe we can milk it out a little bit more with Dabi, but it's already looking like a GG's if they do start targeting Dabi right here. Let's see. Okay, plus Ultra is activated. That's a shock, but it's going to do basically nothing. Okay, 69k. Still alive. Insane, we're still alive. Alright, so 1, 2. We'll do that. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see. I'm scared. I'm scared right here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so dodge all of those. Okay, she activating plus Ultra, but we dodge it. Nice. The Hagakure, 36k. See what happens right here. Hopefully, we can make it to where we get some momentum back. Maybe? I don't know. At this point, I'm just milking the fight, you could say. Man, this is like, oh my god. He's doing nothing. Oh, well, there we go. He's dead. Alright, so that's our first match, basically in a loss. Let's move on to match number 2. So for match number 2, we should be able to use Dabi at full power now, going up against Hawks UR+. Damn. We got the first ever Aizawa in the game. Bakugo Season 7. Dabi, the one that we're currently using. And then Bakugo that does have the ability to search for the enemy, which is not going to be a problem for us whatsoever. So let's get into this fight. Let's absolutely body. I think we should body this fight, no problem whatsoever. But there could be some complications where Hawk just absolutely pop off. We'll see. I don't think so. But let's see. Alright, now are we faster? Let's see. The answer is no, we're not. And that goes to show you what a UR plus character could do, especially when they're revolved around speed. Like, that is insane. Oh my god. Okay, so Hawk started off with AoE. Not really going to do much right now, but later on it could be a threat. I already could tell that when that Aizawa gets buffed, he's definitely going to have the ability to not just remove buffs, but probably have the ability to block buffs as well, or like seal or something like that. I could see it. Alright, so now we'll make you there, and then we'll have it there. Let's see what happens here. Remember, we do have cooldown extension going on over here, so we should be fine. Okay, 2,400. Okay, so 1, 2, and he should be able to activate his. Yep. I was about to say, there's no way that you don't. Damn, why are you doing so low damage, man? I want to see some damage from you. And then our plus ultras are lower too. Reason being is because, as we already know, they did mess up the skill chain right there, so we didn't have everybody get the plus ultra ready to go. I mean, let's see what happens right here now. So we'll just do this. It's crazy, 2 active skills and yet they're still faster. Oh my god. What I'm just shocked about is just how, you know, this is the first ever Aizawa in the game, and he's getting helped out so much by this Hawks. And if anything, with this Bakugo, though, what could be the case that's going on is that, you know, he could also be level 110 or 120. We don't know about that. I wish we had a better way of knowing these type of things. Right, so we are faster because no skill chains are being activated. That is beautiful. Come on, Dabi, right here. Bam. Oh, my God. A little bit more. Please. Please. Maybe we should have added Kirishima to the team now that I think about it. Alright, we did kill the Bakugo. That is a good thing. And now their Dabi is on board here. Alright, now if we can, I would love to focus on Hawks to get him out the way. Okay, 51k? Damn. Okay, so our Dabi's going first, doing some damage right there. Shoto going second. We do some damage there. And then finally Bakugo Midoriya wiping out the Hawks and the Dabi as well. Beautifully, if I do say so myself. And then Aizawa should get murked right here. Yes. And then finally we are left with 1 Bakugo, which I'm just going to let our boy Dabi throw this out. Bam. Alright, so a match that was pretty much easy. I promise you guys. I don't think we would have lost that fight because if Dabi would have went down, we would have had the Hado come in and wrap this up for free. But let's move on to our next match. Humor, everyone. For our next fight, we're going up against a UR plus Midoriya, a UR plus Dabi, a UR plus Hawks with Bakugo, and then a UR plus Hawks once again. The first ever one that we got in the game on the back end slot. Let's see how we fare right here. And I promise you guys after this, we'll take on like 2 serious fights. Like if we find a Hatsume, we'll take on that. Like whatever fight is considered like serious for this Dabi, we will take it on as an apology for this. We should be faster, even though they are UR+, but I could be wrong. Maybe this guy got some good support memories. Actually, we could check real quick what support memory this guy has right here. These characters defense by 30%, and then skill impact by 15%. Increasing skill impact by 30%. And then you have the ability of increasing character like skill impact. Okay, so nothing that has to do with speed. So let's see. We are faster. And the character that I do want to target will be this Dabi right here. Because you are me, but I'm the better version of you. So you need to go. Let's see how much damage you guys to do right here. Okay, so we got the Scorch being activated right here. Let's hope we get some damage going on the next turn, and then with the plus ultra as well. Got double characters frozen. What a wonderful sight to see. Alright, so now we'll give you the ability to have extra defense, and let's see from here how much damage you will do right here. And by defense, I mean the barrier and, you know, the last and all that. Ooh, there we go. That's that damage I wanted to see from you. We know that damage nice and well when you do get everything built up. It just sucks that in this current meta, you can't do that. You really can't pop off like that. Okay, so we got our plus ultras. Let's focus on the Hawks. Get them out the way. Even though all our plus ultras are AoE, you know, why not just, you know, target the Hawks? Hold on! That's what happens when you talk about Endeavor. You have a connection to Endeavor. You've recently had connections with the family. Like, you're just gonna get murked like that for free. And then Bakugo and Midoriya. Oh, wow, I thought a little bit more damage there, but it's fine, to be honest. Alright, so our enhancements are activated, ready to go. I think if anything, what we could do, Dabi, go to town with them. Actually, hold on, we need two. Oh, we need everyone's skill to go? Damn, that's crazy. Okay, let me just do a regular turn then. Okay, 5,000. And then he should be able to finish off right here, right? No, he doesn't. Okay, never mind. Yeah. I thought it would have been Rapskis, but nope, it wasn't Rapskis. Alright, so slap him up. We'll activate this, and you're dead. Goodbye. Alright, so what? You weren't dead from that? Ain't no way. Alright, so let's move on to our next match, which again, as I stated earlier, we're going to go into a more serious match, I promise. Alright, so for our next fight, we're going up against Mina Ashido Summer Edition. Then we got Hato Valentine's Day, Bakugo Midoriya, Kirishima, and then we have Summer Hato on the end slot. I'll just say this for free. Bad team that we're going up against. This is not going to work out for Dabi at all, but let's just see the longevity this guy will have. And also, let's see if the other team members can make it where we last long enough to win this fight just based off of just survival. Also, the character that we do want to focus on is Ashido no matter what. We are slower, but that is because Hato is not only giving speed support, she is UR max as well, as we saw. Okay, 2, and then 3, alright. And then AoE. Now it's our turn. Give some of that damage back. Now 1, 2, and then 3. Nothing being activated for us right here. I don't even think the cooldown extension was activated. Let's take a look. Cooldown extension, cooldown extension, cooldown extension. Nope, no cooldown extension whatsoever. So, basically what Dabi did, Unrelenting Grudge, and that's it. That's all he did for us right there. Unrelenting Grudge. Isn't that amazing? 1. Okay, 2, 3. And then the uppercut on Dabi. Again, if this was Dabi without Bakugo and Midoriya being here, he would have already been on yellow. I promise you, he would have already been on yellow. I mean, that's still a lot of damage for him to take right now. In this instant, he's taking a lot of damage. Alright, so we're going to activate all the plus ultras. Why not? Everybody's an AoE character, so it's not going to matter where we save it for now. Save it for later. Alright, so we do basically little damage right there. And then Ashido is going to be doing 69k. Mind you, she's mostly support, so the fact that she did that much damage is insane on a block character. Meanwhile, with Dabi, he practically did nothing. Alright, so Bakugo is practically on yellow right here. If they keep doing damage to us at the way they are, we should be able to have a nice healthy fight for us to win. Support. 19k. Damn, no, please. Keep giving me the damage. Oh, never mind. Damn. Practically murder us right there. Alright, so let's see the uppercut. This should do a lot of damage, right? Okay, it does get us into the range where now that we don't have to worry about Ashido's freaking, oh, well, never mind. We don't got to worry about her at all. I was going to say we didn't have to worry about her buff restriction, but we don't have to worry about her nothing because she's dead. Destroyed for free. Alright, we got Ashido here on the lineup now, which is going to make this fight way more easier for us. Actually, maybe not because Bakugo is going to die right here. We are still slower. Let's see what happens. Okay, dead. And dead. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I guess for this one, it's a automatic L. So let's move on to our final fight, which is going to be a mystery match. You guys don't know how badly I just want to fight this team and then call it a video, but we're not going to do that, as I promised, mystery match. So 1, 2, and then 3. Let's hope that we got a trash team right here. Please, for Dabi to at least end off the video with the dub. Come on. Oh, no. This is practically like the best team that you could go up against. We are cooked for free. Oh my god. Why did they destroy us like this? Sorry for the yawn. I am recording this pretty late. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, let's focus on Hawks. Okay, 1, 2, and then 3. AoE, and then another AoE right here. So let Bakugo go first. Shoto go second, and then finally third, doing little damage. Yeah, you guys can already give your overall opinions. This Dabi, nope. Not worth it to run at all whatsoever, unless you're fighting an opponent that we fought in the third match, which is just basically a bunch of old characters that don't have the ability of nullify status elements. Basically, practically, they're just a bunch of nothing burger characters. Like, that's the only way this Dabi's ever gonna pop off that much. So, bam. A little bit of damage going there. Honestly, like, oh my god, like, what were they thinking with this Dabi? At first, they made him, like, too frail of a character. I mean, it makes sense to the character, but it's like, you know, you could have gave him at least, like, max HP by, like, 500%, and then it goes down every single turn by, like, 50%. I don't think that's much of a problem, right? Guys, I don't think that's much of a problem. Because even the freaking Hado's doing damage. Dabi did nothing but good damage. Because none of his things that he wants to go off cannot go off at all. He needs what Kaminari has, where it goes over status ailment, like okay, it's not status ailment nullification, even though it can go through that. It's status ailment limitation. There we go. That's what it is. The limitations of status ailments that it is in the description of his kit that he's able to go over with this plus ultra. Okay, 3. Okay, and then congratulations. We have lost the fight. Great. So with that, this is where I end today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but it's always greatly appreciated. Also, subscribe again. You can let me know down below. How did you feel about this team? Even though 100% of us already know how we feel about this team, but you can also let me know down below what kind of teams you've been running with this Shoto. And with that, I'll see ya next time. Peace.